Hi, my name is Ron and welcome to my YouTube channel. I just retired last month and one of my hobbies has always been repairing and restoring vintage motorcycles. And now that I'm retired, I can spend a lot more time doing what I really enjoy, and a lot of my friends have asked me to start recording some of my bike projects, so I figured I'll give it a go and put it up on YouTube. I've had a YouTube channel for many years, but I really haven't done anything other than upload some of the videos of me riding some of the bikes I've restored. So this bike here, I just purchased a couple months ago. It's a 1971 Kawasaki F5 Bighorn, and I'm going to do a full restoration, take it down to the bare frame. Everything's going to come 100% apart, and we're going to restore it to like factory new condition. I've done quite a few bikes, a few enduros, mostly Kawasaki H2 750 triple two-strokes. Done some Kawasaki enduro bikes, Suzuki RGV 250s. I've restored and owned two of those, and Yamaha's RZ 350s. Really enjoy two-strokes, and I like them because the motors aren't heavy and I can lift them up. I did one 75 Honda CB750. I made it into a cafe racer, and it took 3 of us to get the motor out of the frame. The thing weighs probably more than this whole bike. They're like 220 pounds just for the motor. At my age, I don't want to do that. So these are probably 50 or 60 pounds, and I can easily do it. So if you never restored a bike before, what you want to look for is something that's basically all there, preferably that nobody's really messed with it. You don't want to buy something in boxes if you've never done a bike before, because it's gonna be a lot of work to find the missing parts, and if you didn't take it apart, you're gonna have to do a lot of research to figure out how to put it together. So this one here, it doesn't look too good. Somebody spray canned a lot of it, but if you look close, it's basically original. All the hardware is correct. Everything is where it should be. It would barely run when I bought it if you just squirted starter fluid in the carburetor. It runs. So I cleaned the carburetor, changed the fluids, got the brakes freed up, and in one day I was riding it. And it's a good thing if you can get a bike running and rideable before you take it apart. You can find out, okay, is my transmission good? Is the clutch frozen? And there's a lot of things, if it's not going to run, you're not going to be able to do that. But a lot of these bikes, they just sit, and 99 times out of 100, the carburetor is going to be totally plugged up. A lot of times they'll seize. It's best to buy a bike that isn't seized, because that can get real expensive. So I'm going to show from start to finish sections on what to do and what stuff you should send out to somebody else, and the stuff you can learn to do yourself. It's not hard, and it's fun to bring something back to life that hasn't run in 20, 30, sometimes 40 years, and especially if you want to make it look like brand new. These bikes are very primitive. The suspension is very primitive. The seats are very low, so if you're tall like me, they're not very comfortable to ride. But when they're restored, they're really cool looking bikes, and it reminds me of the bikes I rode when I was a teenager. So stay tuned, and we'll see what's involved to take a bike like this and bring it back to showroom condition. Thanks for watching.